It's a clash of two former Class M rivals this afternoon live on the DAF Media Network. We welcome you to the stadium field on the campus of Darien High School on an absolutely picture-perfect day for this Saturday afternoon field hockey contest between the Darien Blue Wave and the Daniel Hand Tigers. Pleasant good afternoon, everybody. I'm Braden Shank. Joined alongside me shortly will be the Darien High School JV field hockey coach Corey Johns. An out-of-conference contest this afternoon. Darien, an FCAC team, Daniel Hand, an SCC school. So it should be an interesting one. Darien 7-0 on the season, most recently taking down the St. Joe's Cadets earlier this week, 10-0. As for Daniel Hand, 3-3-1 on the season, with their most recent game a win against the Hamden Dragons, 5-0. Darien is also coming off of a win on Monday against the Fairfield Ward Mustangs, in which their head coach Mo Minikis celebrated her 400th career win, a great milestone for her career in her 22nd season coaching the Blue Wave. We will be getting momentarily as the teams are huddling up, ready to begin. We're just about ready to start. Kari, welcome to the broadcast. Out-of-conference matchup today, Darien and Daniel Hand. What do you think we should expect in this one?
This is already this is always a good matchup between Hand. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see them last year because we had to stay in our pool with COVID. But it's always a great matchup. Hand coming from Madison, always a strong team. So it should be a great match. Sue Lucky's on. I'm not sure what year she's been. She's been at the helm quite a while for the Hand Tigers, and they're always a very strong team. So let's see what they have today. I'm looking at the roster. There's some. They go across the board from freshmen all the way up to seniors. So it looks like it's going to be a good match again.
You mentioned Sue Lecky in her 19th year.
There we go.
Coaching the Daniel Hand Tigers, taking the roughly 54-mile trip down to Darien this afternoon.
John sent a ball down to the corner, and here's nice ball there by the Wave sending it in. The Tigers are going to have a ball coming out of their defensive end. They haven't played on this turf particularly either, so just maybe getting used to it a little bit. Chan Dogavidis sending the ball over. Here's Johns in the back.
Last time these teams met, all the way back in 2019 at Daniel Hand, Darien took that matchup 7-2. 2018, the last time Daniel Hand came down to the stadium field.
Kate DeMark for the Darien Blue Wave. And Darien having some circle penetration already from the beginning and getting their first attack penalty corner. already some action in the offensive 25 for Darien.
Daniel Hand, not much offense so far in this one, as Maddie Holt will be the inserter for the first penalty corner of the afternoon.
Johnson Wilkes at the top. As we know, that ball needs to come out of the circle and then make re-entry and or touch a offensive stick inside the circle.
Holt with the insert.
Great insert there. She finds Wilkes and Johns. Johns carrying around the top of the circle, gets a shot off, and goal.
Darien opens the scoring in this one. And you take another look at it. Raina Johns, the initial shot, and looks like Kate DeMarc on the deflection. So Darien leads 1-0 just a couple minutes into this one.
So that's Kate DeMarc got her stick on that. John sent it in off the attack penalty corner, and first goal for Darien just 2 minutes into the match. And here is Hand trying to answer back, coming down into the first time into their offensive 25 and sending a shot in, but it just comes off the end line, and it'll be 16-yard hit coming out.
Darien in their home white jerseys, blue numbers. Daniel Hand in their road black jerseys with the yellow numbers. Darien moving left to right, Daniel Hand from right to left.
You can hear the wind blowing. It's a gorgeous day out today. It's in the 70s. Wind just making it comfortable outside.
It's a nice change though from the weather we've seen this week, a little bit colder, but in the 70s this afternoon.
As I said, I would take this any day of the week. And twice on Sunday. There's Wilkes in the center of the field, just finding her teammate, Captain Molly McGuckin, who has great ball over to, looks like Tori Stockdale, finds Casey Benoit, and nice defensive save there by the Tigers.
Got past the goaltender, but a Tiger defender there was there to knock it away.
And another goal there. It looks like Molly McGuckin may have swept that in. I'll get maybe a replay there.
Bilodeau passes it to Molly McGuckin, and she will put it in for a goal. It's quickly 2-0 Darien.
So just under 3 minutes in the match and 2 goals for the Wave already.
Kari, what do you think this Tigers team needs to do to stop Darien from putting those shots up and scoring the goals?
Well, Molly McGuckin was unmarked in the circle. She did make a good play in, got her feet set nicely, but and Kate DeMarc here is speedy down the sideline, but you can't leave unmarked players in the circle for sure. There would do one thing quickly, and then on that corner play, of course, we always talk about your, have limited amount of defenders, so you just have to mark. It's more of a, if you're talking basketball terms, it's more of a zone defense rather than man-to-man, so you got to kind of have your zone set.
After the whistle, it will be Daniel handball. Moving it up that far sideline is Faye.
Talking to Vidic, you'll see the Darien Blue Wave transfer this ball nicely, changing the point of attack several times, and just trying to draw the defense out, creating a numbers up situation. But Hand comes away with that ball, and they're nice little pullback there, and they're going to try to counterattack here with that interception. But Dogavides there and looking to find Stockdale, which she does. Captain McGuckin just getting her feet cut up in that ball, and so it'll turn over to Tigers ball.
Quickly turned away by the Blue Wave, and now they will come into the attacking 25.
That was a nice pass for Casey Benoit, trying to find her teammate, sending that ball into space, but McGuckin unable to get a stick on that.
After the out of bounds, it will be with Daniel Hand. So far, that Darien defense really playing well, not giving Daniel Hand any opportunities.
They've been solid across the board. I mean, it's been I don't know the exact goal total, but I believe it's only 2 for the season thus far, and miscommunication as well on those goals in the defensive unit, but they've been very strong across the board.
Yeah, Darien only has given up 2 goals all season, 1 to Staples and 1 to Richfield. When you look at their offensive production, 44 goals on the season.
Wow.
It's about an average of 6 a game for Mo Minikis' squad. Benoit knocks it away. After the whistle, Massey will resume it. And here come the Tigers.
That's Grace Barrett just slipping a ball by Massey. And the Hand Tigers will be coming down their left side. You have Ella Scarice, in the senior. Looks like senior captain. And under pressure right away from the wave. Yeah, it was a little. Here's McGuckin. Finds the mark.
Mark with it on the sideline. It's kind of a passing shot up out of bounds.
Yeah, Faye from Tigers was able to get her stick on that ball. So it should be, yeah, should be wave ball coming in.
After the Daniel Hand deflection, Morgan Massey will be bringing it back in. John's found McGuckin, but the whistle's blown and will be turned over.
So looking at the scoreboard, we see Coach Minikis just celebrated her 400th win this past week. Great legacy, great tenure. Coach Minikis has been just done a phenomenal job here at this Darien program.
She now has more than 400 wins, taking
Yes.
that win against St. Joe's, now at 401.
401. John sending a ball down and no receiver, so Hand is going to have another opportunity here to get this ball out of their defensive end.
Faye with it after the restart.
Holt getting a good stick on that. Tigers right there. Yeah, Tigers right there, just able to break that up. Good job on their part, because what you don't want is have the Darien Wave offense come right down on top of you after turning the ball over there in front of the net. Massey. Looks like Brooke Bilodeau has entered the game as right midfield.
Mika
That wind is kicking up.
turns it over to Benoit. And a whistle calls it dead. Almost another quick turnover for Darien, or from Darien, I should say, as Daniel Hand will strike that one way downfield.
Johns finds a nice hole there, and Blake Wilkes right there. They connect well, play together in the back really nicely. Getting a good feel for each other in the back, so where one is, the other one usually finds each other, and They were able to successfully transition the ball. Nice job over there by Stockdale. Here's Dogavidis, finding Wilkes again. Does a great transition ball. Find Massey in the back.
Massey's going to try to find Benoit, and Whistle's going to keep it with Darien.
Thank you.
Darien tried a quick restart there, but the ref's going to push him back.
So 2 goals in 3 minutes, and then the next few with a little bit quiet here on both sides. So the Hand Tigers figuring out how to put a little stop to the goal scoring, and Darien going to try to figure out how to keep that going. Both teams figuring each other out here. Holt with a nice ball into the circle, and Hand right there to receive and trying to clear this ball out. Wave maintained possession. Holt again, sending the ball in, and looks like she finds a foot, and whistle was held, but then blown for the attack penalty corner.
Darien's second attack penalty corner of the afternoon. As you mentioned, Kari, 2 quick goals in this one, and for the last 10 minutes or so, been held at bay by the Daniel Hand Tigers. Insert to Johns. Massey to Benoit. Benoit on the rebound.
Yeah, she gets her own rebound. Great job. And the keeper there to save. I can't see the number on the keeper for
Megan Hart, number 71 for
she
the
had
Tigers.
a few good saves there.
Hart committed to the Connecticut College for field hockey.
Oh, fantastic. I was just able to see them a few weekends ago play against Amherst.
Whistle blown.
Darien with another opportunity here for attack penalty corner. See if they can convert this one, but the Heron's Flyer has been coming out fairly quickly, so we need to make some adjustments at the top of the circle.
Holt to Wilkes. Over to Johns, back to Wilkes. Wilkes with the shot.
Great job. Yep.
And that's in. Blake Wilkes, the long goal. And it's now 3-0 Darien. A successful penalty corner from the Blue Wave. And that breaks the little scoring drought we had in the past couple minutes.
I think Hand will disagree with you. As there are 3 goals in the first quarter. Yeah, Blake Wilkes, assist by Johns on that attack penalty corner. Well executed. Brooke Bilodeau. And that's going to go to the Hand Tigers, and they're going to once again try to get some offense going here, but Casey Benoit in the center of the field takes hold of that ball, and John Sending finding her teammates. Looks like Stockdale is going to try to connect up top with McGuckin.
McGuckin tried to center it, but knocked away by the Tigers.
Another deep ball sent. And Johns, who's generally back as a sweeper, had already run up to attack. That ball will go long, and it'll be a 16-yard hit coming out.
Feels like that's something Daniel Hand Tigers were just trying to do, is just try to clear it to the other side of the field.
Sometimes when you're under heavy attack, that's the only way to just get the ball out for now so you can have a little breather. Darien is matching up really well. If you can take a peek at the field now, they're just connecting well and matching up with their counterparts on the opposition, so that Hand is having a difficult time maintaining any type of possession when they actually get it, because Darien just doing a good job coming in and able to get the ball. It'll be Darien ball. Massey will take it on the right sideline. There's just under 30 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Darien leading 3-0. 2 quick goals coming in the very beginning, and 1 goal just coming a moment ago off of attack penalty corner. Dogavidis loses possession, and Daniel Hand possibly with an opportunity here to get inside their offensive 25 prior to the quarter running out of time.
Just under 20 seconds now The Tigers trying to get some last offense, and it's intercepted by McGuckin.
Yeah, she broke that up. Sends a nice go-ahead ball, and here's Benoit. He's going to try to get inside the circle. 4 seconds left. She gets a shot off, and oh, unlucky. There's Kate DeMarc was right there in the post. That would have been a nice way to end the quarter for Darien.
So Darien can't convert on that last possession, but a good half for the Blue Wave. They lead 3-0 after one. We'll be back for the second quarter.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
We welcome you back for the start of the second quarter in this one between Darien and Daniel Hand. Darien came out of the gates firing with 2 quick goals, one from Kate DeMarc, the other from Molly McGuckin. And then about 10 minutes or so later, Blake Wilkes sent one to the back of the cage. And we are now underway in the second quarter. John's with it. And it will be Daniel handball. Kari, what do you think this Daniel Hand team needs to do differently in the second half to have some more offensive production?
Well, we had just played the team prior to, and it seems like they're just trying to really make a big ball through and try to penetrate through the Darien defense, and I think there probably needs to be some smaller touches. That ball was a great ball through. they maybe try to find their teammates and work the ball through rather than just try to crush it through. Might be a better option. But that's something that, you have to practice. They're talented team, well coached, so I think it's, within their. So here we go, this ball back here, and then they need a little help. See where you see there's 3 white Darien players right there, so it's going to be difficult to get that ball out. But
That one's knocked away by Daniel Hand. They're now going to try to get some offense, and Whistle's going to stay with the Tigers.
so there goes that big ball through, just trying to lead a ball, and then they, at least at that event, we should have, the hand player should have somebody at least ahead of the quote-unquote line of scrimmage, but there were 3 Darien defenders back, so it's ultimately going to fall into the Darien defense, which has been, doing a great job back there. Just, they're stopping balls, they're moving the ball well, they're changing fields, they're.
Here comes Daniel Hand, their first offensive opportunity. Knocked away by Darien. Keeping with it is Daniel Hand. That was Daniel Hand, number 6.
So Hand having an opportunity here on the right side, coming down for attack, and finding your teammate down low. See if they can. It's a long hit coming out, so they're still going to be in their offensive 25.
Fay with it on the 25-yard line.
And again, the Wave players are just matching up nicely with each of their Daniel Hand players, so it's going to be hard if Wave stays on. A nice interception there by Hand. Let's see if they can maintain possession, but that ball gets turned over again.
Here comes Darien now.
And great speed there, Hapgood. Great tuck ball back, and official finding a foul there, so the ball's going to be coming out.
Quickly to a Darien stick. Matty Holt. And Darien once again on the offense.
Looks like Ruthie Miller has entered the match, and Kyle Latimer as well. Here's Hand coming down, attacking on their left side, but Katie Safino right there to apply pressure.
Safino gets it to midfield.
Yeah, Massey finding Benoit makes a nice touch on it, but Hand, now the ball's shifting much better here. For Hand, they're definitely making better connections within team play.
Massey puts that one up. And the whistle will clear it out. First hit out of bounds from the Tigers. Once again giving it to Darien.
So we're at 3-0, second quarter here, just 5 minutes in. Darien scoring two goals early on, 2 goals being scored off attack penalty corner, so good conversion there.
That one will soar out of bounds.
So it'll be the Daniel Hand Tigers with the ball coming out of their defensive end. They're going to, again, try to clear this ball out. Maybe find some, it looks like they're holding 4 players back now on the defensive end. Try to maybe get some better connections here, but that ball is intercepted again.
Savino with it for Darien. Gets it back to Johns.
Tagavidi's just not able to hold on to it on the left side.
Tigers now trying to bring it to some offense and give Grace Ledoux some action in this game.
Yes. Grace has had some quiet games these past 2 matches.
And you look at a couple games ago in Staples, She was really involved in that game, made a nice save late
Yeah.
to give the Blue Wave a 2-1 win over the Wreckers.
Yeah, there was some little defensive breakdown in the last minute of the match. Should have been probably played much better defensively. Turned the ball over in the last 45 seconds, I think, which led to some action. But Grace played it well. The defensive unit played it well, and were able to hold the Wreckers off. And hopefully, there's not a mismanagement on the defensive end again, so that it doesn't actually come down to that.
Savino with it once again. Dribbles past her defender. Finds Benoit with it.
I think the thing that you're seeing from Darien that you're not seeing from Han just yet is that that ball just went from the left side of the field over to the right, back to the left side of the field, and now back over to the right. So there's a quick ball transition here. And when you're the opposition, it's a little difficult to keep up with when the ball is moving so quickly, because the ball does move faster than foot speed. So if you do move the ball quickly, it's hard to keep up defensively. Darien's been doing a great job with that.
Not only does Darien move it a little bit more quicker, they also have more possession really of it and more control over the ball, something that Daniel Hand has struggled to do early in this one.
You'll see a few adjustments here. Some players just out of position. If you've been following the Darien Blue Wave, some injuries, lots of sickness floating around. The players were joking the other day that there's a plague going around the high school. It's affected quite a few of the athletic teams and just the student body in general. So we've had to do some switching, but utility player, you can kind of learn any position on the field and make it work. And the Wave has been doing, as you can see with the score, doing a great job making that work. And I believe that looks like either Hope Hapgood or Wilkes earning an attack penalty corner.
Maddie Holt's holding the ball right now. And she'll be the inserter on the penalty corner. Darien's converted twice on the penalty corner, and they're looking to do the same here.
It's a good percentage thus far on this. John's a receiver, sent it all the way over to Massey, who mistraps the ball. A little bouncy as well. The flyer coming out on Hand, traditionally they'll be inside the net, but they're having them outside so they can get out just a teeny bit faster. So are under pressure a lot, so it just requires a little bit of constraint, reading the defense, and converting on that corner a little bit better. Here's Holt getting her feet around the ball, trying to send the ball inside, but Hand right there to pick that ball up. And ball still active inside.
Nice save by Hart.
Yeah.
She knocks it away.
Good stick save.
Megan Hart, the senior goaltender for the Tigers. Third year on varsity. Started for majority of those 3 years. And will be the Tigers' ball.
We have just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half of this match. Darien up 3-0. Darien Wave undefeated, 7-0, and Hand coming in this match 3-1. Different conferences, one familiar with their competition, but we are gonna. The Darien Blue Wave is going to play Guilford next Saturday. So there's an in-conference match.
That should be a good game. Once again, back here on the stadium field. Guilford undefeated on the season, also in the SCC. Kind of Daniel Hand's big rival. They met earlier this year. The Grizzlies took that one 3-1 over the Tigers, but that should be a good match. Another out-of-conference opportunity for Darien, something they couldn't do last year. So again, some good experience before the state tournament later next month.
Yeah, it's good practice. The Wave usually tries to take quite a few out-of-conference matches just to, FCIAC is a very tough conference. And so some of the out-of-conference matches include not only within the state of Connecticut, but quite often we've played some New Jersey, Massachusetts, just different New York, just trying to create some different competition throughout the years. There's Wilkes on the sideline finding a ball through, and it goes through several lines, but ends up in the possession of hand, and then turns over again to the Wave.
Which even given COVID a year ago or so, there's still some of those out-of-state teams not really able to travel state lines to come down and play Darien. So kind of still the aftermath of that COVID. Hopefully next year Darien can see some of that out-of-state competition. I know they play Long Meadow usually from Massachusetts. I think you said some of the New York teams like Manhasset, I believe, usually comes down. Just those good out-of-state competitions, as you mentioned, Kari.
Yeah, it's good to, you see some teams quite so often that it's good to see, just different competition. You learn a little bit more about your playing style sometimes when you can see different teams, see where you can make adjustments.
Darien gets it to Johns.
Yeah, Darien's doing a good job of maintaining possession of this ball, which is what you want to do. Is obviously can't score without possession of the ball. It's something we emphasize. So if you give up possession of the ball, it's possible to make it go in the net. And goalkeeper under tremendous pressure here, but made a few saves here. Nice kick saves. Good.
Also a good job by that Daniel Hand defense to kind of help out the goaltender there, making some nice saves on their own, I should say. Daniel Hand will once again try to put a shot up, or really just try to get some offense, as that one's going to go out of bounds.
Just under 90 seconds remaining in this first half. Hand not having many opportunities inside their offensive 25. They had one chance. Goalkeeper Ledoux, not much action there. That was a great pullback by Hand to get that ball inside, but again, Darien defense there just to pick that ball up. It's Ruthie Miller weaving through, finding her teammate, and Benoit there. Nice kick save once again.
Hapgood passed it over to Benoit, who put the shot up. Megan Hart's there to make the kick save and keep Darien off the board in this second quarter.
It's been a scoreless second quarter. So adjustments made on the Daniel Hand Tigers has been proving to be of value. Milk's going to find Johns. Sending a ball right in, but finding the stick of Hand Tigers, and Tigers able to come away with that ball.
Take another look at the Benoit shot and the Hart save.
Johns to Benoit again. And nice ball to the corner. Amazing stick save there.
Trying to find her teammate there and try to assist her on the goal, but ball will go out of bounds.
Yeah, Hart not buying that. She was ready there on the corner to pick that ball off.
That will take us to the end of the first half. Darien leads the Daniel Hand Tigers 3-0. You are watching the DAF Media Network, a joint venture between the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. We'll be back with second half field hockey.
We are DAF Media, Darien's hometown source for sports, arts, and entertainment, established in 2017. We Are Community, a volunteer-based organization that gives nearly 50 Darien high school students hands-on experience in video production. We Are Cutting Edge, a STEM initiative. Students use cameras, computers, sound equipment, and innovative software. We Are Live, streaming 120 events per year on our YouTube channel. We are on the stage. We are at the big games. We are on the field. We are in the gym. We are on the move. Live streaming not only in Darien, but throughout southwestern Connecticut and the tri-state area. We are making a difference. We are DAF Media.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents, parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
This broadcast is produced by DAF Media, a joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. The production is staffed by student and adult volunteers from the town of Darien and southwestern Connecticut.
We are moments away from starting the second half in this one between Darien and Daniel Hand. You're taking a look at Darien's next 5 games. They place at Stanford, they host Trumbull, and then as we mentioned, that Saturday game, 10:30 a.m. against the Guilford Grizzlies. Should be a good matchup, as well as then 2 more road games at Danbury and at Fairfield Ludlow. And after those 5 games, just 3 more left on the schedule, so the season is starting to slowly wind down. But that Guilford game should be a good one next Saturday. DAF Media will be live streaming that one, as the Grizzlies are currently 6-0 on the season. Darien's 7-0. As the teams are breaking their huddles, getting ready for 30 more minutes of field hockey. You are watching the DAF Media Network. Our all-student production crew today: Andrew Ferguson, Eric Bellingham, Whitney Scallon, Alexandra Viro, and Will Eriks. our DAF Media advisor, Damian Andrew. I'm Braden Schenk. Corey Johns joined alongside me. And we are so glad that you will be tuning in, watching us on this Saturday afternoon. A picture-perfect day here in southwestern Connecticut. $3-0 Darien leads in this one. 3 goals all coming in the first quarter. Kate DeMark, Molly McGuckin, and Blake Wilkes with the goals. Daniel Hand, not much offense going for them in the early goings. But we do still have 30 minutes left. The teams will switch sides. So Daniel Hand now moving left to right on your screen. Darien right to left. Darien in those white jerseys, blue numbers. Daniel Hand in the black jerseys, yellow numbers. As here comes Darien. Kate DeMark with the ball. She'll pass it. Was looking for Bilodeau, and Bilodeau will get it. And trying to cross pass it, and cannot find someone as the ball will go out of play. Daniel Hand and Darien used to formerly be in the Class M for the state tournament. 2013, Darien moved to, actually 2012, Darien moved to Class L, moving them out of Daniel Hand's conference, so they no longer met in the state tournament. But they did have some epic battles in Class M, including a 2010 championship and 2009, 2007, and 2006 Class M semifinals. So a lot of history between these two schools. But today, it's been all Darien. Daniel Hand also coming off of an impressive year last year, 8-4, losing in the semifinals in Division A of the SCC to Guilford. So Guilford will be taking the trip out to Darien next week. Darien will have another attack penalty corner. Maddie Holt to insert it. Darien has converted twice on the penalty corner. Holt passes it to Johns. Johns over to Wilkes. Wilkes puts the shot up, knocked away by Daniel Hand. They can't get it. The ball is loose. And Hart will kick it away. Out of bounds, so it will be Darien ball. Darien did also make a goalie change to start the second half. Grace Ledoux hasn't seen much action in the first half, but she has been pulled. Lindsay Darby has entered the game now, protecting the cage. Darby, a junior, who's seen quite a lot of playing time this year. As Darien has the ball, Stockdale tries to beat her defender. And Daniel Hand once again just trying to clear that ball out, something they've struggled with. And Hart will make the kick save. Johns puts the long shot up, and it's kicked up. And that is a goal. So off the deflection, it will find the back of the cage. Or no. They're not going to call it a goal. So no goal there. They're going to say she was too far out. And the score will remain 3-0 Darien. And quickly turned away. Here come the Blue Wave. Hapgood with it. Trying to beat the goalie. Whistle blown. Maddie Holt inserting it once again on the penalty corner. Finds Stockdale. Over to Bilodeau. Ball's loose. DeMark makes an effort for it. Whistle blown, and it's going to be given to the Tigers. Daniel Hand now moving the ball around and quickly knocked away by DeMarc. Bilodeau, nice move. Passes to that far sideline to DeMarc. Kate DeMarc bringing it in. And they are going to say she touched that far end line, so will be given to the Tigers. Daniel Hand is just two years removed from a state runner-up trophy. The last time there was a state tournament in 2019, Daniel Hand was in that Class M final where they fell to Guilford. This year, one of their down years, currently sitting at 3-3-1 on the season. Playing in an SCC conference with a ton of field hockey dominant teams, including Guilford, Brantford, Cheshire, another solid team. And they also have teams such as Sacred Heart Academy, so that SCC very loaded with field hockey competition. This is also the third game of 4 on a road stretch for the Tigers, as Darien puts it up, knocked away, and Hart will make the kick save. The Tigers, this is their third straight road game. They went to Brantford, then to Hamden. They're now here in Darien, and then next Tuesday they will go to Lorton Hall before they do finally get a home game against Lyman Hall. And so far in their 2 road games, 1-1. They fell to Brantford 1-0, but then beat Hamden 5-0. And they're currently down 3-0 to Darien. Maddie Holt will once again take the penalty corner, this time to the right of the cage. Holt gonna insert it to Johns. Johns gonna find Benoit. She's gonna put a shot up, and the ball is loose. The goalie is out. Hart knocks it away, and a great job once again by Stalk and this Daniel Hand defense. Last time Darien scored, there was 3 minutes left in that first quarter. So they've been doing a great job as of late, keeping the Darien Blue Wave off the board. And it starts with that great goaltending of Megan Hart. Defense once again knocking it away. Nolan had it but lost it for a second. Natalia Nolan, another senior on this squad. Ball striked in. Was looking for Stockdale. And Daniel Hand will get it once again. Nolan coming down with it now. Johns is there to intercept it. Makes a nice spin move, and she is bringing it down with the ball. Raina Johns gets it to Casey Benoit. Benoit tries to chip it past the goaltender, but she did not fool Megan Hart. Holt tried to center it up after a Daniel Hand deflection. Raina Johns. We'll give it to Benoit. Benoit gets it over to Hapgood. Daniel Hand desperately trying to get it out of that Darien attacking 25. But Darien just doing an amazing job keeping it in. They're attacking 25. Nolan with it. over to Stalk. Kell's going to strike it downfield. Darby's just going to let that one go by. So far, really no action for both Darien goaltenders. Can't recall a single shot from Daniel Hand in this game. As here comes Daniel Hand now with an opportunity. Barrett had it for a second. And Savino now is going to pass it up to Benoit. Benoit verbally committed to Syracuse for lacrosse. And that one's going to roll out of bounds. And that one is up high. Trying to bat it down was Kate DeMark. Off of a pass from Ryan Hapgood. Hapgood, as of this morning, verbally committed to Dartmouth for lacrosse. Another solid player on this Blue Wave field hockey team. Raina Johns will restart it. Finds Benoit. Benoit puts the shot up. Hart with the save. Savino with the rebound. She'll put the shot up. And Daniel Hand. Once again, the defenders from Daniel Hand making those last resort saves. Daniel Hand has not given up more than 3 goals in a single game this season. They've given up 3 goals in a couple games, but no more than 3. And when they do win, they seem to win on a shutout, with all 3 of their wins coming with a high goal total and no goals given up. As for Darien, just pure dominance on the season. A goal differential of 44-2 in just 7 games. And they stand alone atop, actually are tied with New Canaan atop the FCX standings. Those teams will meet on the 22nd of October. A couple weeks away. That game will be here Friday afternoon. As Stockdale has it. Snyder will pass it up. And as the time is running out in this third quarter, Holt has it, passes it to Benoit. Off the stick of Benoit to Katie Savino. Back to Benoit. And Benoit puts the shot up, off the deflection, and that is in. Darien goal. We're going to take another look at it. Casey Benoit put the shot up, deflected by what appeared to be Ryan Hapgood. And Darien will go up 4-0. And there's some discussion now with the referee and Daniel Hand head coach Sue Leckie. Darien leading this match 4-0. thanks to their first goal in the half, coming off a deflection from a shot of Casey Benoit. I believe it was Ryan Hapgood with the goal. And we're now under a minute left in this third quarter, I should say.
That's who they credited with. Yeah, I did. Me too.
So we did get word on that fourth Darien goal, and they are going to credit it to Casey Benoit. Must not have been tipped. Benoit did put the shot up. Her first goal in this one. As Latimer fighting for it. She'll come up with it. And the clock will expire in the third quarter. Darien leads this one 4-0 against the Daniel Hand Tigers. 15 minutes left to play. We'll be back for the fourth quarter.
We are DAF Media, Darien's hometown source for sports, arts, and entertainment, established in 2017. We Are Community, a volunteer-based organization that gives nearly 50 Darien High School students hands-on experience in video production. We Are Cutting Edge, a STEM initiative. Students use cameras, computers, sound equipment, and innovative software. We Are Live, streaming 120 events per year on our YouTube channel. We Are On the Stage. We Are At the Big Games. We Are On the Field. We Are In the Gym.
We are back here on the DAF Media Network for the fourth quarter. We just took a look at that fourth goal from Darien, not deflected. So a goal for Casey Benoit. As Nolan had it for a second. Daniel Hand with their first offense to start the fourth quarter. Talked a little bit about the Darien upcoming schedule. They have to go to Stanford next week, Tuesday of next week, to Stanford. Stanford not having a great season. Then they will follow that up with a home game against Trumbull on Thursday, and then that big game against Guilford Saturday morning, 10:30 a.m. back at Stadium Field. And Darien does still have that big upcoming game against the New Canaan Rams. Also, the Rams at 7-0. That game on the 22nd, so a couple weeks away. As that ball is loose in front of the net. Savino with the shot, and that is a goal. Katie Savino with her first of the afternoon, and it's now 5-0 Blue Wave. You'll take another look at it. Daniel Hand kind of passed it back to Savino, and Savino puts it to the back of the cage. So Katie Savino has her name on the stat sheet with a goal. A sophomore. Darien had a very fast-paced first quarter, putting up 3 goals. Was held at bay in the second quarter, scored late in the third, and now early in the fourth quarter. You are watching the DAF Media Network. Braden Shank with you. Kari Johns was with us on this Saturday afternoon on the campus of Darien High School. Our production crew this afternoon doing a great job bringing you all the sights and sounds in this one. Andrew Ferguson, Eric Bellingham, Whitney Scallon, Alexandra Viro, and Will Eriks, our DAF media advisor, Damian Andrew. As the Tigers lose it to a whistle, had a glimmer of hope on the offense, but is turned away by the ref's whistle as Johns is coming down with it. Johns puts the long shot up, and that is in. A Darien goal. And it's now 6-0 Blue Wave. You can see Johns there. Took the long shot. That one was deflected by 19, Ryan Hapgood. We thought she deflected the third goal, or the fourth goal, I should say. But she does deflect that one. And Darien has their second goal of the quarter. Ryan Hapgood, a junior, 3 years on varsity for Mo Minikis. As Darien once again will stay on the offense. We looked at Darien's upcoming schedule. On the other side for Daniel Hand, on Tuesday they will go to Laurelton Hall, followed by a home match against Lyman Hall. And then on Saturday, they will come back to Fairfield County to go to Norwalk and play the Bears. Daniel Hand currently sitting in 6th place in the SCC, 5 points back of Guilford, who is leading that conference. Whistle blown, and it will be given to Dolan and the Tigers. Massey with it. Found Savino. And now here comes the Tigers. Whistle is blown. Looked like Massey might have gotten a little banged up on the play. Clock will continue to tick. Here's Daniel Hand now. Gets it to Nolan. Nolan turns it over to Holt. That one's striked in. Latimer had it, and we'll be staying with Darien. Savino has it. Busy day here today on the campus of Darien High School. JV football game, some soccer games, as well as a volleyball game. And that one is up. Daniel Hand's just going to knock that one away, as well as, of course, the game you are watching right now, Darien versus Daniel Hand. Darien's coming off of a season last year in which they fell in the FCX semifinals to Greenwich. But then the year before that, the last normal season we have seen, the 2019 season, they fell to Staples in the state final and were co-champions with Staples in the FCAC. So Darien looking to return to its winning ways here in this 2021 season. Nolan tries to pass it to one of her teammates. And now Dagavita will restart it for the Wave. She gets it over to Raina Johns. Long pass. Was looking for Olivia Durbin, recently entered into the game. As well as Virginia Shelton, showing some hustle there, forcing the turnover. Emma DeGraff, also newly entered into the game. She passes it over to Vivi Rooney. Something that Darien always has is just that high level of depth on their roster. Something that has propelled them to many FCAC and state titles. And they're starting to do, really kind of mix up their lineups here late in this fourth quarter. Whistle blown. Raina Johns will restart it for the Wave. Johns will lift it up to midfield. Was looking for Durbin. And now here come the Tigers. Dribbling with it is Waters. And a quick restart for Daniel Hand. Benoit will knock it away. Amika has it. She'll pass it back. And it will find its way to Stalk. And was trying to pass it to Dolan. Just overshoots her. As there's 4 minutes left in this contest. Benoit gets it over to Rooney. Rooney looking on that far sideline for Bilodeau. Off the shin of Miller. And Shelton was trying to grab it. Nolan will come up with it though. Waters. Had it for a second. Now Kells with it. Nolan dribbles it. It's actually number 7, Faye. That number 1, number 7, kind of tough to see. But that was Alana Faye. Daniel Hand will have their first attack corner in the game. Darien was able to convert on them. The Tigers are going to try to do the same. Faye looks like she'll be the inserter. Faye inserts it. Shot is up. The ball is loose. Daniel Hand has an opportunity. Knocked away by Darien. The whistle will halt the play. Bilodeau has it on that far sideline. Shelton passes it to a Daniel Hand player. Kilborn had it, and it will be a Darien restart. Another whistle. We'll find Tori Stockdale. She'll get it back to Benoit. And there's 1 minute left to play in this one. Darien currently leading 6-0 against the Hand Tigers. That one will be given to Daniel Hand. Last time Daniel Hand beat Darien was all the way back in 2005. And it's pretty safe to say that that streak will continue this afternoon, as there's only 20 seconds left in this one. Darien has run up the scoreboard the last couple times these teams have played. 2019 winning 7-2 and 2018 6-2. And with just a single tick left, Darien will take this one by the final score of 6-0. Darien will finish their first half of the season perfect at 8-0. Daniel Hand, after this one, will drop to 3-4-1 on the season. Darien will be traveling to Stamford on Tuesday, followed by a 2-game home stretch against Trumbull and Guilford. As for Daniel Hand, Laurelton Hall at Laurelton Hall on Tuesday, followed by Lyman Hall and Norwalk to finish out next week. Darien, once again, your winner, 6-0. That's going to do it for our broadcast, our production crew this afternoon. All student volunteers doing a great job bringing you all the sights and sounds in this one. Andrew Ferguson, Eric Bellingham, Whitney Scallon, Alexandra Viro, and Will Eriks, our DAF Media advisor, Damian Andrew. For our entire crew, I've been Braden Schenk. Corey Johns joined alongside me. Darien, once again, your winner, 6-0 against the Daniel Hand Tigers. We thank you for watching the DAF Media Network, a joint venture between the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. We'll see you next time.